Tontia Voice from Connect to Soul, here to inspire and guide you to live your best life. So, today I want to talk about that. What is your best life? What do I mean by that? Because just recently I've had to really look at what do I do and what is my greatest strengths. I think every now and then it's a good idea to have an assessment of what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses and how can you change one to the other, the weakness to the strength, of course. So I had to look at that, and I started to ask some of my students, so what do you think, what is the one thing that I really support you in becoming and growing into? And it comes up time and time again, and that is my passion for showing you how to live your best life. Now, that doesn't mean that you are supposed to be successful at everything. Being the best doesn't mean better than anyone else. Really, what I mean by living your best life is to find the authentic you within, and then to be courageous enough to express that in service of others. In other words, living your passion, finding your natural creative gifts, and having the courage, as I said before, having the courage to go out there, skill up, and make it into something that you love to do and you love to share with others. And then we live our best life. That is our best life. So, if you are interested in learning all about living your best life, just comment below and say, yes, best life, because I'd love to hear from you. And I'm going to be spending a lot of time talking about how to go about living your best life. And look, your best life is being here right now, this moment. That's your best life. Your best life is just breathing. It's so important for us to understand that within us we all have something special, something unique that no one else has. We're always wasting our time trying to compare to others, trying to live up to others' expectations, looking at others to guide and tell us what to do, looking for approval from other people, looking for other people's opinions. And none of those make sense, because each one of us is an individual. That word has meaning. It means that we are an individual spark of creation from the all that is. So why on earth, if the Creator has created the individual sparks, do we try to undo that beautiful work and become like somebody else? Doesn't make sense to me. So living your best life is really coming home to you and going, well, what is the me inside that wants to come out? What is it, if nothing else matters, if nobody else's input affected me? How would I express myself on a daily basis? What would I be occupied doing? What is within me that is really asking to be expressed? And look, please don't forget, please tick the subscribe button and the little bell, and you'll be notified when I do my next videos. As you know, this is what YouTube's all about. It's a channel of learning. It's just the most wonderful thing. I love YouTube because anything that I want to learn, I can find someone who's going to be talking about it. And today I'm going to be talking about this, and I'm going to be talking about this forever and a day. Living your best life. Why would you not live your best life? So how do I go about that? How do we go about living our best lives? Well, that is a process, because where you are today, unless you are in a space where you are every day making choices for you and living according to your highest frequency, in other words, you are living in a state of joy and expansion all the time, because that is where your best life lives. That's where the best of you exists. So unless that is your intent every morning and you're actually living that, then you will need to do a little bit more work. And I've got news for you. Whilst you're here alive on this physical plane, that will never end. because the best of you is continuously expanding and growing. So even if I'm living my best right now, this moment, which I believe I am, in the next moment, I want to grow. I want to find more of me because I know that I'm part of this infinite universe that is forever expanding. And I also know that I am a spark of creation, and therefore I can reinvent and recreate me in every moment. And I continue to find the joy in every moment. Right now, my joy is to be talking to you. And I want you to comment below if you are interested in living your best life. Please comment. Yes, best life. Because that is what we all are here to do, living our best life, to encourage our children to live their best life. And everyone's best is different, not just different from each other, but different in every moment, different in every day. Your best life may not have been as good yesterday. I have to tell you that mine wasn't as good as the day before or today, because yesterday I got up and I could feel this heaviness on me. Now, one of the things that I've learned is that we are part of the whole. So in the West, we are heading for Christmas, right? Ridiculous time. I love Christmas, by the way. Christmas is a time for celebration with my family and gathering together and having a good time, living in joy. But because of our commercialization, there is this pressure. Everyone, the collective consciousness is now diving about and doing all these things. I've got to do this before Christmas. I've got to do that before Christmas. Do you know how many times do you hear in a day, oh, let's catch up before Christmas? Why? Why can't we do it after Christmas? Does it have to be before Christmas? It's like Christmas is a day, an end of the road, standing on a ravine, and after that, boom. No, life goes on, hopefully. It is this pressure of, because in the commercial world, before Christmas, you need to go bye, 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 bye. But guess what happens after Christmas? Boxing Day here in Australia is ridiculous, because that is when the sales start. So people, instead of having a lovely relaxing day after Christmas, are up there standing in a queue waiting for the doors to open so that they can get a bargain. Who's conditioning you? Are you really needing that? But we buy into it. And so this heavy pressure of this time of the year, I could feel that yesterday, and I thought, I need to stop. I need to stop and get into a quiet place and get away from the manic, mindsets that are out there, and just realize the celebration of life and what life is about and why we're here. We're not here to accumulate things, although, mind you, I think I've done my share of accumulation. But we're here to find the best of ourselves and to share that with others. Can you imagine if we all had that as our Christmas present to ourselves? I am going to find the best of me and share that with the world. Well, that is my motto, and I work at it every day. So I would like you very much to tell me what you think is the best of you. What are your strengths? What are your passions? Comment down below. My passion is, if you've got a dream that you've always wanted to do something, you've always wanted to learn something, you've wanted to learn to paint, you've wanted to learn to play golf, you've wanted to learn, one of my students came the other day and she goes, I've decided to run a marathon. Now, I've never known her to have any idea of that kind of thing, but all of a sudden she's going to run a marathon and her vibration was so high, and I went, well, go for it, because that is what your best you wants you to do right now. Because the best of you is constantly asking you to expand, to open up to more experiences, to be more of you, not more of what somebody else wants you to be or do. So that is my message today. Live the best of you. Find the best of you by examining what is your passion. What if nothing else really mattered and you had no outer influences? What would you be doing? Then have a good look at that and go, why am I not And how can I find a way to find and allow the best of me to be expressed in service? And I can tell you then, you will live in joy. So, don't forget to comment below. Remember, click the subscribe button and the bell. And if you like this video, please share it with your friends. Until next time, be the best of you in every moment by being the love of you. I love you. I love life.